Hi guys, I'm Centaurian Mudpig and welcome along to Blade Runner PC Edition.
Animal sales was a profitable and prestigious business since most real animals had died out after the Terran War. There were plenty of electric ones though, powered by rechargeable batteries. No self-respecting human would own one of those frauds.
We've arrived at Runciter's, the crime scene where the owner had live animals, and unfortunately things didn't quite go to plan. So we've got a few things to do on the outside before we head on in. So the first most noticeable object is a piece of chrome on the floor.
From a car?
No, I think it's horse chrome. Tag it and tag it.
Definitely from a car. And then at the fire hydrants,
scratches and paint flecks, and I knew what they meant.
Scratches
Unless the
and
city had bought a jet black fire truck, somebody had a big fat traffic ticket coming.
We've got the door frame here, but the cop has already checked this out.
I already checked for a crowbar, some kind of tool. No luck, but it looks like we've got some latents.
Make sure the lab boys run them through the mainframe, human and rep.
May as well see what the copper has to say about the crime scene.
What do you know?
About 30 counts of animal murder and one of aggravated assault. The shop's been thrashed. You ought to see this tiger cub they got in there. It's a goddamn tragedy.
How's old man Runciter holding up?
State of shock. He's been moaning and complaining about his world caving in.
You'd feel the same way if they were your animals. How many perps?
At least 2. Bloody footprints all over the scene.
Must be a delightful sight.
And then we've got this crowd at the bottom left.
Canvass the area. Maybe somebody had his eyes open.
I'm on it.
That's everything we've got to see outside, so we'll just head on in and check out the inside of the building.
Judging from the distance between the prints, I was looking for 2 very big men. One dragged his right foot, indicating a possible injury or lameness. The other appeared a lot more controlled, graceful even. Quite a pair.
So this fella is old man Runciter. We need to check around in here. Some of the stuff won't open up until we actually start a dialogue with him. So that's what we'll need to do.
McCoy, LPD.
I'm absolutely certain Lucy Devlin was involved in this heinous
So he's
act.
already blaming his
She's
assistant.
the young girl who works for me.
She's
Probably
responsible for all
thinks
this
that
mayhem?
she caused this issue
No,
with
of course not. It was 2 men
him
acting in
attempting
concert
to-
with her, obviously.
Obviously.
Well,
What'd
what's
they
the
look
thing to
like?
say? Do something illegal
and
with
scary
her.
and absolutely malevolent.
So just where you walk in,
Big caliber, possibly off-world combat weaponry. Ballistics might give me a fix on it.
we've picked up some shell casings.
My precious one. She was my baby.
On the ceiling we've got the CCTV camera, so you just want to
You
click
got
on
any
that.
discs from that camera?
It's irrelevant. Those murderers also destroyed the camera. Thousands of Jinyens worth.
Maybe it photographed them before they shot it out.
I guess you've got
thinking,
a
Batman.
point at that. I believe this is the disc from last night.
Peachy.
We're also going to need to speak to Runciter as well, so we can check out Lucy's desk area.
All my animals.
Tell me about this Lucy.
There's not a lot I can tell you. She's only worked for me for a short while. She's about 14 years old with pink hair. A very attractive young thing.
How'd you find her?
She came to me with a reference from Ogilvy's in the Northwest Zone. And he's a very reputable wholesaler.
You treat her well?
As well as any young tot should be
The
treated.
proper slimy
She got a
character,
desk?
this guy.
Or someplace where she worked?
She used to eat over there.
Can you think of anything they might have been after?
First I thought they wanted money, but I don't keep any in the shop. Then I thought they wanted to steal my animals, but they started executing them.
Could they have been replicants?
Who else would be capable of such barbaric acts?
You ever do any business with the replicant manufacturers, Tyrell Corporation?
I resent that accusation.
Just wondering.
Officer, last May I personally sold Governor Colvig an exquisite Bergeron colt. I have been a guest at his house on 3 separate occasions. Do I look like I need to carry artificial product?
You also want to ask Runciter about references.
See if you can dig up that reference from Ogilvy's.
Yes, it's somewhere here. Just a moment. Here you are. My precious one. She was my baby.
Alright, now we can go over and check out Lucy's desk. There'll be a few items here, nothing so special.
Well, isn't that cute?
Also monkeys.
A candy bar. Yuck.
Just at the bottom of the desk, we've got some chopsticks.
Howie Lee's in Chinatown. I'd eaten there myself.
And then we've got that toy dog over at the left.
A toy dog.
And that's pretty much it for Lucy's desk. Not an awful lot to go on other than those chopsticks, really.
My precious one.
Time to head out the store.
She
We'll
was
check
my
in with
baby.
the officer outside just to see what he's collected from the crowd.
It didn't add up. Animal murders, the lack of any theft. The small animals alone were worth a good chunk of change on the street. It seemed more like an act of vengeance. Find anything else out here?
This woman says she saw that kid who worked for Runciter hanging around with a big fat guy last week.
So you have to keep clicking on a few times just to encourage him.
Find anything else out here?
This guy lives across the street. Says he heard a crash late last night. Looked out his window and saw a black sedan speeding away from the scene.
So that'd be apparent on the...
Find anything else out here?
Zilcho.
And
Real
that's
actions
it
inside.
for
Abstract
evidence.
art. All over the walls and ceiling.
I
Very
never
nice.
did appreciate art.
And that is the Runciter's crime scene completed. All we have to do now is head on over to the police station and we'll drop off our evidence in the crime database. Check out the photos using that super duper technology that you've seen in Blade Runner, which allows you to zoom in and out of photos around here and there and everywhere. We could return to our apartment or head on down to Chinatown, but police station it is.